Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. So now we're moving on to Al-Babuth Thalith. How many babs were there in the book altogether? 3. So the first 2 babs were the main abwab in terms of I'rab. And they're the most, well, not can't say most mufid, but those 2 abwab were related to the jumla, the shibhul jumla, the muta'alliq, and those are very useful, the I'rab of the jumal. Now what he's saying here, he's discussing a few particles. And what this is, if you look at Al-Mughni Labib, he basically has issues with people who how to do I'rab. That we call Tarkib and I'rab. So what he's saying is that when you do I'rab, you should say this regarding this word. So for example, when you say wow, you don't say wow al-atf. You say wow li-mutlaq al-atfi. When you say hatta, you don't say harfu atf. You say harfu atfin lil-jam'i wal-ghaya. So he's just kind of saying how you should describe words. So it has fa'idah, but certain things you can't change really after it's established. But he's just saying that recommendation how you should do i'rab of certain words. So he said al-babu thalith, the 3rd chapter. Fi here means regarding. What should be said? Ma yuqalu, what should be said in the dhikri adawatin, at the time. Remember, inda means what? By. But if the mudhaf ilay of inda is as masdar, or something that shows time, you translate it as at the time of. So the 3rd chapter regarding what should be said at the time of mentioning adawat, certain words, tools. Yakthulu dawruha, whose repetition is often, meaning which are oft repeated in the kalam. Okay? So he's here khamsatun wa ishrun. He's saying, I got 25 words I want to go into detail with you. We'll see how much we get done today, inshallah. So he says here, وَهِيَ خَمْسَةٌ وَإِشْرُونَ, these are 25. So he's saying here, when you're doing atf, when you have a wow, so yuqalu fil wow, that's a muta'alliq, that's a na'ibul fa'il of yuqalu. So regarding wow, we say harfu atfin li mutlaq al-jam'i. So what he's saying here, for example, if I say Ja'a Zaydun wa Amrun. Inshallah, we'll do the series on how to do I'rab. We'll do that later on. But when we do that, we'll realize. But what he's saying here, if you do Ja'a, so what's the I'rab of this? Ja'a, you say Ja'a Fa'lun Madin Mabniyun ala al-Fath. That's how you do I'rab. Then you say what? Zaydun Fa'ilun Marfu'un بالضمة علامة والضمة, but I'm lazy so I write it shorter, but the longer way is saying وعلامة رفعه الضمة. Then wow, you should say واو والواو واو حرف عطف. That's what we write, right? No, right حرف عطف, right حرف عطف لمطلق الجمع. You should write that out.
هكذا تكتب في الموقع اللي أشرت إليها بالأمس.
أي موقع? Which website? Yeah. Some people do that. But even at the end of the books, they get lazy and they just write short and they miss out stuff. But the reason he writes, what he's saying here, because wow, what's wow? Wow is a harful atf and it only gives jama. If I say Ja'a Zaydun wa Amrun, it means Zayd and Amr came. Who came first? We don't know. They came together? We don't know. It is jama. You're just saying Zayd and Amr are together in the coming. Khalas. Who came first? Who came second? We don't know. Whether they came in order, we don't know. Mutlaq al-jam'i.
How does mutlaq mean?
Mutlaq means general or unrestricted. General, unrestricted. Okay? ويقال, all of them become adf and yuqalu. And hatta you say, harfu adfin li mutlaq al-jam'i wal-ghayati. Hatta is for gathering the ma'tuf alayhi and ma'tuf and to show the ending point. So you say here, akaltus samakata hatta ra'saha. So akaltu samakata hatta ra'saha. I ate the fish until its head. So you have the fish. So I ate it all the way until its head. Did you eat the head or not? We don't know. Correct? Now, I've done a video before, and if you say hatta ra'saha, if you make it a harfu atf, is that a different meaning? If you say hatta ra'siha, has a different meaning. So hatta ra'saha has a different meaning than hatta ra'siha. One means including the head, one means not the head. But obviously the importance doesn't matter of the fish, but the importance comes about in like different like Quranic texts. Is the word after hatta including or not? So anyways, when you have hatta, you say harf ta is a harfu atf لمطلق الجمع, to join the ma'tuf alayhi and a ma'tuf, and to show ghaya, the ending point. وفي الفاء, and in fa you say حرف عطف للترتيب والتعقيب. To say what? It's an حرف عطف for tartib. Because why? When I say جاء زيد فأمر, what does that mean? It shows tartib. This means Zayd came first, then Amr came. As opposed to wow, جاء زيد وأمر مطلق الجمع. Are you following? And ta'qib, what's aqib mean? On the heels. And he shows to show tartib and healing. What's healing mean? I'm on your heels. What does that mean? I'm right on your heels. Right behind of you. I'm on your tail. I'm right behind of you. So when you say ta'qib, it means what? Immediately following. Okay? So جاء زيد فأمر. So it means immediately. But this immediate is relative. Okay? What's immediate is relative? For example, if you have a 100-meter race, right? And Hussein Bolt has a record 9 point something, 9.4, 9.5. Right? So you do 9.5 seconds. And we're coming in, we did 20 seconds. How many seconds are we behind? 10 and a half. Is that ta'qib or is that not ta'qib? Is it immediately afterwards or not immediately afterwards?
Not immediately.
So it's only 10 seconds though, isn't it? But relatively. Correct? So you say, well, he came well. You must say fa. You say, hey, what? Tarahi thumma. Ja'a Husaynun. Husayn as-sa'iq. Lightning. Ja'a Husaynun. Thumma Zaydun. 10 seconds afterwards. But if you're running a 5K, and he comes 10 seconds, once I done it in 29 minutes and 30 seconds. The guy said I done it 29 minutes and 55 seconds. So this is more time, but relatively what? Is ta'qib. Because only 30 minutes, only 20 seconds behind. So the other was 10 seconds behind, but that's tarahi, for delay, thumma. So you have to remember that it is relative. The ta'qib means immediately afterward, but it's relative. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about khalqus samawati wal ard, and he says fa, it doesn't mean milliseconds afterwards, it means relatively, because it's a very slow process. Do you understand?
What does tartib mean?
Tartib means order. That the ma'tuf alayhi comes first, then the ma'tuf. As opposed to ja'a zaydun wa amrun. Okay? And in thumma, you say what? Harfu atfin lit tartib. So they both show tartib. Wow doesn't have tartib. And the difference now is ta'qib. When you have fa, what does it show? Ta'qib, immediateness. And muhla,
Gives more time.
yeah, another word for that in the books of Nahwa is tarakhin. It shows delay. Muhla at-tarakhin. Correct? Make sense? Achha. Moving on. Another particle, qad. When you have the particle qad, what do you say? How do you label the particle qad? The ones in blue is obviously my additions as examples. He says harfu tahqiqin wa tawaqqu'in wa taqlilin. Giving no examples. So harfu tahqiq means what? That when qad comes on a fa'lun madhi, it means gives the meaning of indeed. قد أفلح المؤمنون. Indeed the believers are successful or have become successful. فهمت?
يعني التحقيق يعني
To show that wuqu', that the occurrence is certain. The occurrence of the iflah is certain. Harf tawaqqu'h. Harf tawaqqu'h. This is a mistake here.
something could happen.
Yeah, this is a mistake. I copied and pasted, but my Control C, Control V wasn't working properly. Tawaqqu'h means قد يخرج زيد.
He could
No, tawaqqu'h means Zayd may. Zayd may leave. Correct? Zayd may leave. Correct?
And you'll tell between the two using context.
No. قد is followed by ماضي. It makes what?
Indeed.
It means تحقيق. قد followed by a مضارع is what? توقع, hopefully may.
or تقليد.
And تقليل. And qad followed by mudari can also do taqleel, sometimes. What does it show? Sometimes. So you can have the meaning of indeed after before madi, or may. So this is what? Madi. And these two are what? Mudari. Madi and mudari. You following? How do we know context? قَدْ يَصْدُقُ الْكَذُوبُ. Sometimes a liar speaks the truth. Okay? If you say indeed, he speaks the truth, a liar, it doesn't really make sense. And if you say he may speak the truth, so here's taqleel. The next one we have seen wa sawfa. So Ibn Hisham saying here that you should call these seen and sawfa what? Harfu istiqbal, particles of the future. سَيَقُولُ السُّفَهَاءُ مِنَ النَّاسِ. People will say سوف تعلمون ثم كلا سيعلم سورة القارعة. Okay, تعلمون سوف تعلمون. Okay. Now what he's saying here, majority of the scholars say, a lot of people say harfu tanfis. What do you call it? It's a seen and sawfa what? Harfu tanfis. He's saying you should call it what? Harfu istiqbal. Why? We're not going to get into details. That's what he's saying. No, we're not going to go into the depth. Maybe if we do Qawaid al-Irab, he explains it in there. But at this moment, for beginner, why he's saying that? He's just saying, my way is better. He's advertising his product. My way is better. Okay?
How does tanvish istiqbal mean?
Istiqbal means future. Harfu istiqbal, a particle of the future. And harfu tanfis,
I think nafas means to breathe, doesn't it?
yeah. Tanfis literally means to breathe or give breath.
Yeah. To give.
So when you get somebody, it's like, give me a breather, give me a break. So really mean, when you have fi'l mudari, it's very tight. Because it's so squashed up. Madi, no, it's squashed up. Hal and mustaqbil. When you give it a break, you say like, just go for mustaqbil. So you give it a bit of a break. You loosen it up and you say only for mustaqbil. That's why I call it harfu tanfis. Yes. When seen as sawfa come, it makes it harfu istiqbal. So you're saying harfu istiqbal is a better way of saying harfu tanfis. Who said harfu tanfis first? Why did he say harfu tanfis? Who's trying to change it? That's all like when you go deep into Nahwu books of thing. Right? Don't worry about that. So he's saying call it harfu istiqbal, but in the books of Nahwu you also see what harfu tanfis. When you have lam, you call it harfu jazmin, because why? It makes the word after it majzoom. Lam ya'ti, lam yadhhab, he did not go. Linafyi al-mudari. It's a harfu jazm to negate the mudari. وَقَلْبِهِ مَاضِيًا, and to change it to the فعل الماضي. And to change it to the فعل الماضي. وَيُزَادُ فِي لَمَّا. If you have lam, you say this. If you have lamma before فعل مضارع, you say what? It's النافية. You say حرف لما النافية. ويقال متصل نفيه متوقعا ثبوته. We'll do it tomorrow inshallah, okay? We stop here today inshallah. We'll continue tomorrow inshallah. Okay?